Do you think that your music is too intimate for outdoor audience?
Well, it can, but we usually find that we do get attention when we play in the open air. You know, we always enjoy it. We sort of play a little bit differently, I think, in the open air than in the concert hall.
Yeah. How many this kind of concerts you have had, for instance, this year?
Well, we played 2 weeks ago in London. No more than 3 or 4 this year.
Well, originally, I mean, the idea of doing what we do was because, you know, everybody individually had, you know, been involved in music for a long time, and the idea of Procol Harum was to everything that anybody had ever been influenced by and thought was good. This would be, you know, like the total of all, you know, everything that had gone before. You know, this would be, you know, drawing on everything that had ever happened in the past, and this would be something new. And I mean, I suppose that that's still the case.
The main thing is about music that I think for all of us, it's that it is a hobby and a pastime. And it just so happens that we're lucky enough to be able to make a living out of it as well and get paid to.
Where do the ideas in your compositions come from?
Well, how it usually works is that, you know, whenever either of us, you know, separately have an idea, you know, we work on it, and then for example, if I have an idea for some, you know, a lyric, you know, I'll work on it and I'll give it to Gary when I finished it. You know, in the meantime, he might have had been working on a melody, and he'll, you know, and it would fit something that I'd done. You know, really, we work in any combination. You know, I write the words, Gary writes the music, and any way that a song can come from, you know, both of us doing, you know, us doing those two things. You know, songs have come in every way.
I don't really know. I think everybody in the group, in the past and now, has had a keen interest in classical music, and have taken that into their styles and the way they play, and the sort of things they like. It's always been a strong part of the group, I think. You know, not, you know, got broad visions as to what we like and what, you know, what we get inspired by or influenced by, and classical music has always been one of them.
What about modern classical music?
No.
Classical elements in your music tell also that you must be interested in larger compositional structures like Rick Wakeman has done.
I think that we haven't taken an hour to say what you can say in 15 minutes. Or we haven't taken half an hour to do what you can say in 7 minutes.
Journeys at the centre of Oxford Street.
I think
Central Finland.
You know, we've had a couple of long songs. I call them long anyway. In Hell 'Twas in I was, you know, when we played it was a half hour long. And Wailing Stories was an 8-minute piece, and it wasn't just, you know, 8 verses and, you know, 10 solos. It was a long thing. But, you know, these things come along, you know, and might well do a long piece.
You have worked with a symphony orchestra. What about in future? Do you intend to make this kind of records?
Well, it's been very difficult to work with orchestras. We usually, we have to get offered it by somebody who, you know, is that sort of, I would say, progressive, you know, but you'd be surprised how reluctant a lot of these orchestras are to do a job like that. Even when they finally get down to actually doing it, they're still reluctant until they've got involved in it for a day or so. So really, it's always up to somebody in charge of an orchestra, or somebody who's prepared to pay for the orchestra, to approach us. We're always, you know, I think we've taken up most offers that we've had.